Libra. Thank you so much for joining me over here at Energy to Elevate. For the mission of my channel and the intention of this reading is to utilize my spiritual gifts to increase and elevate you and yours. I also seek to empower, encourage, support, uplift you wherever you are in your spiritual journey, Libra. So if you're looking for any of that, you're in the right place. This is going to be a collective energy reading. If you're interested in a personal reading, definitely check out the description box. I would love to read for you. If this resonates for you, please let me know. Like, comment, subscribe. It also supports the channel kind of, being out there more. I guess it supports the algorithm and more people are able to see it. So if it resonates for you and you want this to help more people, definitely like, comment, or subscribe. If it doesn't resonate for you, that's cool too. It's not your message. Check that at a later time. But I would also suggest checking out your other placements. So Sun, Moon, and Rising Libras. We're going to do a what, why, and how reading. So what's going on? Why is it happening to me? And how can I move forward? So let's see, Libra, what's going on with my beautiful Libras? We'll also wrap it up with some oracle cards at the end, you guys. So let's get into it. When it comes to Libra, Holy Spirit, what is going on? What is going on with my beautiful Libras? My mama's a Libra. Well, was, rest in peace. But yeah, my mama's a Libra. So I love y'all. Okay, Libra, we have Page of Pentacles, Six of Swords, Ace of Wands. Ooh, is there, okay, let me, Eight of Pentacles. Okay, I'm like, so what's the problem? Because it looks really good to start off, Libra. We got 10 of Wands and the World card. Okay, Libra. I feel as though there was an offer to begin something anew here. There was a new beginning offered, like it almost feels like an opportunity of a lifetime. There's definitely an opportunity that came in that allowed you to walk away from something that maybe had no longer been serving you. It could be something that just wasn't stable, or I feel as though it just wasn't practical anymore for you to continue doing. However, this new beginning is kind of like a stretch a little bit, right? It's requiring you to, yeah, my nose is itching, so this is true. It's a stretch. It's requiring you to actually work, right? I feel as though whatever you started, whatever you just recently stepped into or you're about to step into, there's kind of like a learning curve, or there's more work that needs to go into it than you anticipated. And I feel so now that you're actually in the situation, 10 of Wands, World card, you could be thinking about ending it as soon as it started. It's the work that is being required, the effort that you're having to put in. Again, it's more than you expected, and it's almost to the point where it feels as though it's a burden. It's definitely what I'm feeling for some of you, Libras. I also feel as though you could be thinking about starting something new, right? Not quite ending something, but still starting something new, right? Like there's something you might want to add on into your life here. And you're trying to determine, right, if I add one more thing to my plate, is that going to be too much? Also, how can I say that? I feel like you're trying to get a balance in your life, right? There's something here about how much is too much, I feel. But overall, I feel as though you're contemplating what you need to release and let go of. Or it could be if you need to release and let go of something, or if you need to just work a little harder. Nonetheless, I feel as though your end goal, what you're desiring more than anything, is peace. For a lot of you guys, this is work. For some of you, this is love. Take it how it resonates. Some of you guys could be wanting to walk away from a relationship because you want to start something with someone else. And this is going to require some work. It's also going to require you releasing something that's become burdensome. Overall, though, I feel as though the general gist of this, no matter, what your situation, how you're taking this, is endings, beginnings, and then getting the new beginning off the ground. So have I moved in the right direction? Did I make the right choice? Am I walking away from the right thing? How do I make this work? What do I have to do? What do I have to say, right, to make this work? What's the best way to release this? How do I let this go? What do I need to let go of? What do I need to close out? Is this what I should be starting? Is this the thing that I should be ending? Are all questions that you might be asking yourself right now, Libra. If that's resonating for you, then this is your reading. Okay, let's see why. Why is Libra in this position of walking away, starting anew, and finding the best way to, one, have closure with the ending, but then also get the new beginning off the ground? Why? Why is this happening for Libra? For some of you, you had to walk away from something unexpectedly. Like there was an offer that came in. Like, for example, you may have been given an offer to get a job in another state, another place, and you literally had to move away to have this new beginning. And now you're having to go and put in all this work and packing and moving and giving stuff away, finding a new place to live. And then that feels like a burden. So you're thinking, is this job even worth it, right? Why is this happening for you, Libra? We have the Nine of Cups, the Queen of Cups, and the Page of Swords. I feel like the lesson or the moral of the story is sometimes the things that we desire don't feel how we expect them to feel. But there still needs to be an understanding that this is still good for you. This is still right for you, Sun card. I feel, how when people say success doesn't feel like success, I feel as though there could be some Libras out here who had a very, were once excited about the start or the opportunity that they got. And now that they are actually in the position or in the relationship or in the opportunity, it feels so much different than you expected it to feel. So there's this thing of, why do I have to put in so much work to make this thing work? Because I have to put in so much work, maybe this isn't what I'm supposed to be doing. Maybe this isn't right for me. And I should just walk away from this. I feel as though Spirit is saying, this is what you wanted. This is what you desired. This is what you manifested. It is still a blessing. It is still good for you, right? But don't get too caught up in your feelings, right? Don't get too caught up in what the thing feels like at this point in time. Step back, Page of Swords. Step back and look at things from a different perspective. I feel so Spirit is saying, there's a need to understand a few things. One, just because you feel like something isn't successful, just because you feel like something isn't working, doesn't mean it is. I feel as though all of that are parts of the process. And I feel as though these are the things that you're kind of dealing with right now, Libra, are the kind of like unforeseen, unexpected, right? When you thought about your wish, when you thought about this opportunity, when you were trying to manifest it, right? You only were looking at, kind of like what it looked like on the surface, right? Of course, there's no contemplation until you know all of the things that go in, behind the scenes, right? When we see a production, right, a movie or a show, like, right, when Beyonce performs, right, you see the amazing fucking performance that Beyonce put in, right? You don't think about all of the hours of practice, all of the coordination, right? Hiring the dancers, training the dancers, figuring out the set list, actually practicing the set list, going in and fine tuning the things, right? You don't see that behind the scenes things. You just see, the front of it, right? You just see what happens at the end, and at the ending lets you know that all of this was worth it. With the sun card here for you, Libra, I feel as though Spirit is saying the ending, right? What you're actually working towards, what you're actually working on, what you're actually working with the opportunity that you're in right now, it's gonna be worth it, right? This is, at the end of the day, this is still what you wish for. This is still going to bring you the happiness. It's just saying, don't get so caught up in the emotions that you're feeling right now that you're not able to see that this is still a good thing for you. You feel me? Okay. Let's see. How, right? Easier said than done. How can Libra really tend to these emotions, work through these emotions, and not just give up, not just throw in the towel because things are different than pictured or different than expected? How? What is the advice for my beautiful Libras? We have the Hierophant. First of all, stay committed. Remember your commitment. Remember why you wanted this in the first place. What drove you to this? Why were you willing to make the commitment? For some of you guys, this is like a marriage or a relationship. Why did you want this person, right? What is it that you originally loved, right? For you guys, where it's a job or, maybe even becoming a mother or something like that. Remember why, like your original why, right? What is the saying? If you know your why, the how doesn't matter, right? If you know why you started this, why you did this, why you took on this, how you go about making it work, it doesn't matter. I mean, it matters, but it don't really matter, right? Why did you go into this? Remember your original commitment. Remember your original desire. Remember your original wish. We also have the Five of Pentacles. Clarify that Five of Pentacles here for Libra. For some of you guys, it is going to be knowing when to say when, though. Five of Pentacles, Ten of Swords. Like, I'm not even going to lie to you. For some of you guys, you are being asked to look at the commitment, right? Some of you may have overextended yourself with the Ten of Wands here. And in that situation, Spirit is saying you have to know when is when. You have to know when to call it, right? If something is constantly making you feel it's constantly hurting you, making you feel, unsupported. If there's actual physical violence, for some reason, Ten of Swords, Five of Pentacles, I feel if someone is physically abusive, if you're in a relationship where there's actual abuse, you do need to end this. You do need to walk away from it. So also it's about knowing your limitations, about knowing when. And also about safety here. If there's a situation that is putting you in risk of, danger, like your safety is continuously being threatened, your well-being is continuously being affected, there's a need to walk away from this. Hermit card is at the bottom of the deck. It could be time for some soul searching, right, Libra? There's a need for you to go within to make sure that you're still certain and have a vision for where you want to be, where you're going, where you want your life to look like. And be honest with yourself, right? Are these things in alignment? Are these things a part of the vision, right? For example, if you are desiring to, get married and, or have a committed relationship or something like that, maybe you could be walking away from someone who doesn't see themselves getting married, or they don't want kids, right? If kids is a non-negotiable for you, why would you entertain someone who doesn't want kids? So I feel as though Spirit is saying get very clear about your non-negotiables. And if you're in a situation where that's not being met, or people aren't living up to that expectation, then yeah, know when to call it. It is time to walk away. For some of you guys, it is time to walk away. For others of you guys, it's time to just recommit and get deeper into it. Okay, let's get some advice for you, Libra. Interesting reading. What is going on for my Libras? What advice do you have for Libras right now, Holy Spirit? Excuse me, guys. Advice for Libra. I'll definitely leave some resources in the description box for those of you who are in any situations that are compromising your safety. Jesus, Libra. Okay, we're going to take them all. First card, we have Goddess of Knowledge. Start to apply what you already know. Trust your intuition. Some of you guys already have an inkling. You already have an inner knowing of whether this is for you or if it's not for you. Spirit is saying trust your gut. We have Angel of Vision. Someone is not revealing part of the story. Trust your feeling over what others say. So it's going to be very important to be tuned into your intuition at this time, especially if you are in a situation that involves another person. Someone might not be completely 100 with you, completely, upfront, forthright with you. So there's a need to trust your intuition, trust your inner knowing over everything. Intuition over everything, Libra. And then we have Goddess of Oneness. Someone you love is thinking fondly of you at this moment. I feel like this card is basically saying like you're more tuned in and connected than you think. Also feel as though there's like angelic support available to you at this time. We have Angel of Self-Worth. You are currently undervaluing yourself. It's time to regain your self-worth. So really look at what you've been allowing, the things that you have accepted and embraced, and start to hold yourself at a higher esteem, at a higher value, right? If you are dealing with someone who like talks to you crazy, may even be physically, emotionally, right? Spiritually abusive, that type of thing. Spirit is saying now is the time for you to go within and actually look at how you're valuing yourself. And you can tell how much you value yourself by the things that you allow to persist in your life, right? So Spirit is saying hold yourself to a higher regard, a higher esteem, especially for those of you who have been crying. I see someone being very emotional, very upset about the situation that they're in, which makes me feel as though this is talking to someone who's going through some emotional abuse. Then we have Angel of Support. Yeah, the universe has heard your silent call for help. There is help coming for anyone who's going through a very difficult time. But also at the same time, don't be afraid to reach out for support. Don't be afraid to ask for help. Angel of Families. The angels surround both you and your family at this time, especially if you are a woman or, a parent in general with children. Know that you will be taken care of. Your children will be taken care of. They'll be protected. And then we have Goddess of Psychic Protection. What you believe you create, no one can harm you. So I feel so there's something here about getting yourself out of harm's way, but also about being very mindful of the things that you're thinking, so that way you're not manifesting them into your life at the same time. I'm going to definitely drop the links in the description box for those of you guys who are in need of help and support to get out of any abusive situations. But Libra, I love you so much. This is what I have for your what, why, how reading for this reading for this week. I pray this was helpful for you. If it was, please remember to like, comment, subscribe. I appreciate the support. If it wasn't, check out your other placements, and I'll see you back here later this week. I love you so much, Libra. Mwah.